Afternoon, guys. This is Nerd Humor again. I'm Sam.
I'm Henry.
And today we're going to be talking about Chris, and Chris in something we like to call...
Chris Cross Chris.
Yes. Mental. Bring on the rave music and all that. So we're talking about Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, and Chris Hemsworth. We were going to include Chris Pine, but he hasn't done anything Marvel, and we wanted to sort of keep source material to this whole thing, so we can have sort of base argument.
Very much so. I think we should start off very quickly by saying I am not prejudiced to Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy. Love his character, just haven't gotten around to getting his pop vinyl figure yet.
Yeah, so,
I will get it.
We've got the Lego one instead. We've got Emmett from the Lego Movie. Yeah, let's get straight into it with, I think, probably the most important topic, acting ability and who is the best out of the three Chris's we have here. So, after three, I think we should...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Take it.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, Hemsworth. Cool. Okay, good.
Okay, cool. We'll
Right,
start.
so I think my argument for it is just he's got a bit more versatility than these two guys sort of more recently from doing the big blockbuster film Rush, 2013 when that came out. That was, a lot of versatility to the role, and also he definitely brought this sort of maverick racing driver out of this James Hunt character,
very much so.
I'm a very big fan of Formula One. I really enjoyed the way he played it, and his companionship or rivalry sort of going along with Niki Lauda. So that's probably my reasons why. So just versatility in general. That's why I think he's the best.
See, for me, it's Thor. For me, the role that will always be the best for him, unless you give some Oscar-nominated great performance in the future, Thor is the role that we're going to know him for. For me, with the exception of Mark Ruffalo, because I think out of those characters, he's the best actor. Thor, Chris Hemsworth really does bring a humanity to this guy who is a god. I mean, he has to fit in with these characters who are human, who have been on Earth for however many years. He doesn't know any of their customs, their traditions, their ideals. He has to learn that completely from scratch. And he sells that to me. He sells to me he doesn't know where he is, he doesn't know how to behave here. You know, I mean, it's often played up for laughs, like in the Thor film where he throws the coffee about. I think that's brilliant. But in terms of the acting from any of the actors in the Avengers, with the exception of Ruffalo, he is definitely the best. I love Chris Hemsworth in Thor and the Avengers films.
No, I agree. Yeah. I mean, talking about the other two, Chris Evans is obviously he does very well in the way he portrays stuff. He's got sort of I mean, as Captain America, I think he's done very well showing himself as, I guess, the leader, but I think the way the script has sort of brought him out, he's like a pretend leader type of thing.
Yes, very much so, yeah. Iron Man
is a shame. I think, obviously in the cartoons he plays a much more, he plays a much bigger leadership role.
I will say this, I think he got better. I think he got better as he went along. In Captain America the First Avenger, when we first see Captain America, I didn't rate him that highly, if I'm being honest. And I also didn't rate him that highly in The Avengers, the movie. He really came into his own in Winter Soldier. That's the one where you really see Chris Evans give a good performance.
Film as well.
Yeah, it's a brilliant film. When you see the interaction between him and the Winter Soldier, that was brilliant. I very much enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So he has gotten better as the films have gone along.
And then to talk about Pratt, obviously, he's had a lot of very good roles, but he's gone down the sort of Han Solo Indiana Jonesy route.
Yes, I was getting some pretty heavy Harrison Ford vibes from him in Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm pretty sure that was who he was channeling in that film. Type thing,
and he hasn't limited himself, but he's doing a lot more. He is doing sort of more comedic roles than you would see, which is why I say Chris Hemsworth is the best.
This guy's but Chris Pratt is a comedian. I mean, of course, everyone's gone crazy for him since Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not a huge Parks and Recreations fan. I want to make that clear now. I don't really rate that show very highly. But I've seen him in lots of stuff with Jason Segel, for example. I thought he was great in that film. What was it called? The 5-Year Engagement. I thought he was great in that. Loved him in that. He is a comedian. He brings great comedy to the characters that he plays. I mean, a bit hit and miss with Jurassic World.
He can do serious when he wants to.
Yeah.
But I think, once again, Chris Hemsworth does better at serious as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Right, let's move on to costume.
Who looks the best?
So let's go again. So 3, 2, 1, Pratt.
Oh, come on.
I'm thinking Star-Lord, man.
No.
I'm loving that face mask. It's so... It's because of the Han Solo and the Indiana Jones vibe. He's got such a good, he's the smuggler pirate type, casual type thing. He just looks so cool.
I'm not saying he doesn't look good. He does look cool. That red leather jacket, yeah, he looks good in the role. But come on, man. Look, he's got a cape. He's got the hammer. Thor is the one. Thor is the best.
But the problem is when he walks around, in those humanised clothes, it's just so.
All right, yeah, that is true. He doesn't really look. He doesn't really look
You
right.
play the superhero and the standard guy as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he does combine it pretty well. Bearing in mind, he's not actually a superhero. He hasn't got any superpowers. He never changes the outfit all throughout Guardians of the Galaxy. He does look pretty cool. I think we can all agree Captain America's is the worst. His costume looks stupid.
It's a very average costume.
It's the American flag made into a leather outfit. It doesn't look good. It doesn't. He looks, again, going back to Winter Soldier, he looks better in that one. When he's got rid of the stars and stripes. Yeah, the helmet's okay.
But then apart from that,
I don't know. Captain America didn't sell it for me. Okay. But in terms of the costume, come on, man. Thor is the one with the cape and the hammer. That does it for me.
Fair enough.
He's the one.
Okay. Let's for the cases of the female watcher.
We care about you.
We do care about you.
This one's for the ladies.
Talk about the biggest man crush. I guess we'll have to. Bring it in there.
Okay.
But I've got different. We'll do it in 3, 2, 1 again, but then I'll explain in sort of a bit more detail. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Pratt. See. Okay, you go first. You go first. Like.
He doesn't overdo it. He doesn't overdo it with how good he looks. I mean, there is that scene in the first Avenger with Evans when he comes out of the thing. There's steam everywhere and he's looking like ripped up. He's got his shirt off for. I mean, like there must be at least 10 minutes there. The scene with Thor.
It's a bit of a thing, yeah.
The thing with Thor. Yeah, he's cut. He looks good, but he doesn't overdo it. He doesn't strong it. And I think that's the best thing about it.
I guess the thing.
Also, the hair.
Is that
come on.
Him being topless in a scene was very deliberate, whereas him being
very much so,
it was a lot more casual and sort of,
it was just an everyday thing. I'm sorry, but both of them, with Pratt and Evans in both their films, when they've got their shirt off, that is supposed to be appealing. You are supposed to, the female audience are supposed to swoon at that. When Hemsworth does it, I assume they're supposed to swoon as well, but it's not like it's over the top.
I guess he is just there. Mm-hmm. But I think, like in a real life situation, this guy would be good to just sort of hang out with, and that's why I sort of pushed the crush thing on him, because I think he'd be the best to go like and stuff.
No,
I think he's the most relatable character.
In that
I think
respect,
it would be a bit awkward and formal with these two.
In that respect, I agree with you. Yes, definitely. Out of the 3 characters of the Star-Lord, Captain America or Thor, I would definitely say Star-Lord will be the best one to hang out with. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Fair enough.
Right. Let's kind of wrap it up then. I guess we'll have to just sort of bring it down to
who is the best character.
Chris. I mean, I guess we have to take this guy out of the equation on the basis if he hasn't really won any of our votes so far.
I grew to like you, but you're down.
Okay. For versatility, win.
Mm-hmm.
For looks, from my point of view, win, and then win for you. And then for the whole man crush thing, and because he looks naturally, he does it very naturally and very well. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to say,
yes,
Chris Hemsworth,
Thor,
I guess, is the best Chris.
He is. He definitely is. He's got the most going for him. I really do think
Chris
that.
Is the best Thor.
With the exception of Ghostbusters. I honest to God believe whoever directed Thor Ragnarok said to Hemsworth, yeah, you've got a few months off. And Paul Feig called him and said, yeah, can you be in Ghostbusters? With the exception of that, I really think this guy's the one. I love
Chris Hemsworth.
I love Thor.
Let's not mention that role. Let's just put that one under a mat somewhere. As a film, I'm going to be honest, right, very quickly, I didn't mind Ghostbusters. I did enjoy it, but that's for another day to debate. That's for another day to debate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there'll be some going on there.
Yeah, we'll see you next time on Nerdy. Well, we'll probably be doing game reviews. Well, I'm going to be doing game review at least. Cool, see you soon, guys.
Peace out.